I'm Gene Siskel with the Chicago Tribune. Our first film is Mars Attacks, and it's a hit-and-miss sci-fi comedy that I'm giving a pass to because its hits are pretty funny.
Professor, what do we know about them?
We know they're extremely advanced technologically, which suggests, very rightfully so, that they're peaceful. I suspect they have more to fear from us than we from them.
Coming off his hit film Ed Wood, the strange and wonderful Tim Burton decided to make a film based on something that had never been brought to film before: trading cards. But not just any trading cards. Trading cards of Mars Attacks that hit the market in 1962 and became a cult collectible of its day. The plan to trade a trading card series into a film wasn't anything new, as Alex Cox pitched the film of Mars Attacks to Orion and TriStar in 1985. He would even write 3 drafts of the film. The film would be stuck in what studios called development hell for many years. That was until Jonathan Jim, a screenwriter and friend of Tim Burton, would come up with a story for the film in 1993. He pitched the story and another story called Dinosaur Attack to Burton. Burton loved them both, but felt Dinosaur Attacks was too similar to Jurassic Park, and felt Mars Attacks could make a good 50s style B movie, much like a film Ed Wood would make. After they met with Warner Brothers bought the film rights to the trading card series. The script was completed in 1994, with a planned 1996 release date and what would call for a $260 million budget. Warner Brothers would only back the film if they could rework the script to get the budget closer to $60 million.
The premise is that Martians visit Earth, and they're not at all friendly, catching everyone by surprise, including singer Tom Jones, right in the middle of his act in a Las Vegas showroom.
Ed Wood writer Scott Alexander and Larry Kaczynski would replace Jonathan Jim on the rewrites. The two would give the film a more satirical tone. Tim Burton wanted to hire an all-star cast like the disaster movies of the 70s, such as The Poseidon Avenger and Earthquake. Due to the relationship Tim Burton had with Jack Nicholson after working on Batman, Burton cast him as 2 characters, President Dale and Art Land. Other A-listers for the film was Michael J. Fox, Annette Bening, Pierce Bronson, Meryl Streep, Danny DeVito, Natalie Portman, Jack Black, Tom Jones, Pam Grier, Martin Short, and many, many more. The film opened on December 13, 1996, with a $70 million budget. That opening weekend, the film would only bring in $9 million, and would finish out its run only with $35 million in the U.S. and a worldwide total of $101 million. The film was a box office bomb, even with its all-star cast and mostly positive reviews.
He lampoons most everything on Earth, and the Martians are always portrayed as literally having a blast. I like that subversive approach, and on that basis, I enjoyed Mars Attacks.
I didn't like it at all, Gene.
At all?
Not really. The problem
creatures?
is that the concept, well, let's go at it 2 ways. First of all, the concept probably sounded funnier than it is. Oh, we'll get Jack Nicholson to be the president, and he'll play a dual role. Well, that's terrific, except he's not funny in either role, and they're not well written. In fact, none of the roles are well written. Then you have the creatures, and obviously Burton spent a lot of time on these creatures, and as a result, he leaves them on the screen too long. I mean, when one creature, little head pops and fills the inside of his space helmet with green oatmeal, that's kind of amusing.
Yeah.
When it happens 1,000 times, it's not 1,000 times more amusing. This just drags on and on. There's no payoff. You've got to have a story. You've got to have an orientation. You've got to have material to make it.
To help promote the film, Warner Bros. Reached out to Trendmasters, who was having huge success with movie tie-in toys at the time.
The unsuspecting planet Earth. What danger lurks ahead? It's Mars Attacks. Seize control on the flying saucer with hypnotic laser light that blows your mind. Spread panic with colossal weapons of doom. Issue sinister demands.
Take me to your leader.
It's mind-melting madness, complete chaos. Can this be the end of life as we know it? Mars Attacks from Trendmasters. Vehicles and action figures each sold separately.
The plan was to release 2 toy lines, one based on the movie itself and another based on the trading card series. Sadly, the movie line had none of the famous A-lister movie stars. In fact, in both lines, there were no humans at all, other than an alien dressed as a female in disguise. The figures were made to talk with the press of the button, and would speak the famous Martian voice and a translated human voice. The figures were Martian Ambassador, Martian Leader, Martian Spy Girl, Martian Trooper. A Martian spaceship was also released, and a large 12-inch talking Supreme Martian Ambassador. A role-playing ray gun was also released. For the non-movie action figure line, there was Doom Spider, a doomed robot with alien driver. Martian Trooper, a Martian Trooper with body armor. Pace Overlord, Supreme Commander, a doomed saucer. A role-playing ray gun was also released. And a 12-inch talking Supreme Martian Commander. The figures for the movie and trading card are very well done, and very well detailed. However, with no humans for the line, it hurts the play value for the toy line, as there was no one for the Martians to attack. Figures based on the look of the A-star cast would have added a little more fun to this line. Sadly, with the movie being a box office flop, it's understandable that the action figure line failed also. No second series was planned, and the line was canceled soon after the release of the film. To me, the film was very underrated and one of the best comedies of the 90s, and one of Tim Burton's best works. And the toy line itself was a fun and great looking toy line that sadly, like the movie, has never got the love it deserves. Well, in the comments below, let me know what you think about Mars Attacks, the film, and the toy line. And as always, thumb up so you like my content, subscribe to the channel, and we'll talk again soon.
Mars Attacks.
Why can't we all just get along?
Hey, Junkman channel popping though.
Thank you, sir, for that unsolicited testimony.